Hi, Jim Romer on this May 25th through 28th. Welcome. A lot going on with near record high prices of natural gas early on Wednesday before a sell-off, a collapse in grain prices on improved weather and the stronger dollar. What is going on? Well, first of all, just like global economies and their economic bubbles and rises, it's important to look at cycles. As obviously, not everything goes up forever. In the case of coffee, for example, this is what typically happens. I've sent this out to clients a couple of weeks ago. After major bull markets, you tend to see longer-term bear markets in coffee. And there's certain option strategies we employ for our weather wealth clients. Our biggest trades, winning trades of the last few months, clients are jumping for joy over the wheat market. We caught the highs in this market a week or two ago, even in the face of droughts in Europe and India export restrictions and the really dry weather in the plains here. We've seen topsoil moisture improve in Kansas and Oklahoma with big rains this last few days. Notice the difference between the Palmer Drought Index, subsoil moisture, all that red in the Texas cotton areas and wheat growing areas, and this, topsoil moisture. Generally not nearly the drought in the topsoil, particularly over the Midwest corn and soybean growing areas, as there has been in the subsoil moisture. So this rainfall over the Midwest and warmer temperatures is one of the reasons why corn prices have broken pretty sharply. Fundamentals in corn certainly lower Brazil production. We know that already. Plenty of delays in the far northwest belt, not enough unless it expands further east to cause a major bull market. Also, potential hot summer still in the cards for some areas of the Midwest and parts of China getting too dry. Those are the bullish factors, but the bearish factors recently, excellent moisture over the Corn Belt and also a rapid increase in corn and soybean plantings has pressured this market. So look at this. The red, we're back close to normal with planting progress in corn and beans, even in the face with all this wet weather. And that's the reason that corn and soybean prices have been under pressure here over the last few days. What about spring wheat? Boy, some of you are scratching your head. Look at this. Some of the slowest planting progress in Minnesota and the Dakotas, really in the last 20 or 30 years. Why hasn't spring wheat taken off to much higher prices? First of all, we're at relatively high prices in wheat historically right now. And if you look at seasonality and summer weather, even with planting delays for the spring wheat crop, many of these years had normal to above normal spring wheat yields, even with planting delays. So unless we have really a hot, dry summer, it's questionable how much higher spring wheat's really going to go at this point. Now, regarding La Nina, this is the third consecutive year of La Nina. One analog I'm looking at now is 1975. Look at this. Back in May and June, the blue in the northern plains was a wet spring. The dryness over the south was, of course, the drought in the southern plains wheat areas, which is already built into prices. All those numbers you see there, for example, Nina 1.2 on top of your screen, minus 1.29. Other teleconnections, we call them, which is basically climatic variables all around the world, point to a possible 1975 analog, the 30-year of La Nina. And what happened during that year? We had a hot, dry Corn Belt summer. Look at the left. That was July. Corn prices rallied significantly, but then fell into the harvest in September and October. Will corn prices explode again, even though conditions right now are great for planting? You have to subscribe to Weather Wealth. We'll help you navigate the waters as far as hedging opportunities and also longer-term grain strategies, which our clients have benefited from for most part of the last year or two, particularly in the wheat market. Now, how about natural gas? We saw the market explode on Wednesday to close to $9.50. We've had clients hopefully long UNG, but did recommend taking some profits to our clients on this Wednesday. So the market just has rallied really too quickly. What is the factors affecting natural gas? Of course, LNG exports and the concerns about Europe potentially not importing any natural gas from Russia. U.S. natural gas stocks are 17% below the 5-year average. Record eastern heat last week and also next week. And of course, the drought out west means less hydropower. Will that drought continue? If California and the Pacific Northwest don't get adequate summer rainfall, that's going to mean a switch once again for the second year in a row to natural gas from hydropower. And that's one of the main reasons why natural gas prices have actually spiked. Here's one of my reports I sent out today about the record heat again, near record heat next week in the East. And of course, this bull market, once again, inspired by very tight stocks, a lack of hydropower out west, and of course, the Russian-Ukraine situation. So a lot to talk about. Again, very interesting weather phenomena is going around the world right now with La Nina and also climate change. We hope that you join us. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for these occasional updates, and you get a free trial to Weather Wealth. Farmers and traders and even ETF investors all over the world that don't know much about trading commodities. ETFs are a conservative way to get involved in commodities, both from the long and short side. We will help advise you in these markets as we get into the main time of the year in many commodities. One final note, how about cotton? That was a bullish move for quite a long time. We begin to see some rains in Texas, and one of the reasons why December cotton prices got below support here recently after a major bullish inflationary spiral in China demand and the Texas drought till recently. You'll see those rains up on the left of your screen there, 1 to 2 inches in Lubbock, Texas over the last few days and more next week. But is that enough to create a bear market in cotton? Join us. We'll let you know and hopefully give you some longer term strategies in that market as well. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Thank you.